Hi everyone, I am Professor S.N. Mane, Assistant Professor K.K. Wagh College of Agricultural Engineering and Technology, Nashik. Today we will learn about transportation of fruits and vegetables. Let's start. Transportation and distribution of the fruits and vegetables are the most important areas of post-harvest loss. There are number of factors which are responsible for increasing post-harvest losses, in which right from harvesting of the commodities, after harvesting material handling is important, then proper packaging is important, after packaging transportation, storage and distribution. These are the important factors which are responsible for the post harvest loss. So our aim is that to provide the proper precaution throughout these unit operations, like rightwise from harvesting up to the distribution of the product towards the consumer. Now we will see what are the different transportation means. There are four transportation means, in which railways, roadways, airways and waterways. One by one we will see what is the details about these transportation means. First of all, rail transport. In rail transport, these transportation means having certain advantages and disadvantages. So let's we start about advantages of this transportation means. First is that it is very convenient mode of transport for traveling towards the longer distance. Also it is faster than the other transportation means, than mostly than the road transport. Then it is suitable for carrying heavy goods in large quantity over the long distance. Then it is less affected by adverse weather conditions like rains, floods and the fog. So these are the advantages of rail transport. But along with these advantages, there are certain disadvantages, which are it is expensive for carrying goods and passengers for the short distance. So we can't follow this rail transportation means for the carrying our goods over the short distance. Then this facility it is not available in the remote parts of our country. Then it is not flexible for loading or unloading of goods at any place, because during loading and unloading of the goods most of the post harvest losses occurs due to physical injury as well as mechanical injury, because certain damages which are created to our goods during loading and unloading, so ultimately it reduces the quality of our produce and its shelf life. Next disadvantage is heavy losses of the life as well as goods in case of accident. See here in this picture, cargo train has given, in which proper temperature and humidity it is maintained as per the variety of our produce, so that quality of the produce can be maintained and their shelf life can be increased. As we know that quality of any agriculture produce cannot be improved, just it is maintained by providing proper facilities. Next transportation means is road transport. Advantages: it is very cheap transportation means, here perishable goods can be transported at a faster speed over the short distance. Also it is flexible mode of transport, as loading and unloading it is possible at any destination. There is no problem regarding loading and unloading of the commodities. Also it provides door to door service. Then disadvantages: it is not suitable for the longer distance transportation of the commodities. Transportation of heavy goods or goods in bulk by road it involves higher cost, because quantity of produce if it is large, then it requires high cost we should pay more cost for that transportation. So it is expensive, somewhat expensive. Then due to road transportation, traffic problems or traffic congestion will be takes place. Also, along with this, air pollution, it is created in the larger proportion. See here how the commodity it is placed in vehicle. It is very much inconvenient way of loading of our produce in the vehicle. See here, two practices has given which one is better or good than the other. See, in the right hand side, how the loading of commodity it is takes place along with passenger, and that will create the harmness to our produce, and ultimately it reduces the quality and shelf life of produce. But in left hand side, here how the very much conveniently our commodity or produce it is packed or it is stacked in crates as well as in the cargo vehicle. As we know that in cargo vehicle proper temperature and humidity or refrigeration system it is provided so that quality as well as shelf life can be maintained. So this one, proper stacking or proper packing it is very much important, so that we can avoid the physical and the mechanical injury to the produce. Next means is water transport. It has certain advantages in which it is economical mode of transport for bulky and heavy goods. We can transport our larger quantity produce and heavy goods through the waterways or the water transportation. Then it is safe mode of transport with respect to occurrence of accidents. And we know that it is naturally made road. Also it promotes the international trade. Disadvantages, it is time consuming because it requires number of days or sometimes months to transfer our commodity from one place to the other place or in the foreign country. And it has disadvantage that it is adversely affected by weather condition, because by waterways there is the chances of storms as well as the flooding, so it is affected by the weather conditions. Here these transportation means also requires larger investment and large maintenance. See in this picture how the perishable goods are packed in the ship. Last transportation means is the air transport. It has important advantages, that is it is very fastest mode of transport and convenient mode of transport. Also it provides vital support to the national security and the defense. But along with this it having disadvantages, that is it is very expensive mode of transport. Small farmer it can't afford the transportation of the goods by the airways, so it is only for the larger farmers. Also it is not suitable for transporting the heavy and bulky goods. High valuable products only transported by the airways. Also it is affected by the adverse weather condition. Sometimes chances of storms and rains which are responsible for the delaying of transportation of our commodities by the airways, and that is ultimately reduces the quality of our produce and shelf life. Then it is not suitable for the short distance. And last disadvantage is heavy losses of goods and property as well as life it is takes place in case of accident. See here how the loading of our commodity it is takes place in the aeroplane. In this picture also. Now, conditions which is affecting the transportation, it is given here, in which most important condition is the geographical condition. Distance and the physiography it is responsible for the transportation. It means, for example, shipping between India and Bangladesh versus shipping between India and US. Okay, so distance between these countries it is different. So geographical condition and the distance it is also responsible. Then type of product, which product we are going to transfer, then which kind of packaging material it is provided for packaging, then how much weight is there in that packaging material, then how much perishable in nature it is that product. Okay, so these are also responsible. For example, flowers, it is also very much perishable in nature, and wine, as we know that wine it having longer shelf life. So this is the difference, which kind of product it is we are going to be transferred at the short distance or the longer distance. Then economics of scale, in which factor is shipment size. Then trade imbalance, trade between different countries. Then infrastructure, then mode, and last one is the competition and regulation. So these conditions we have to consider while transportation of our commodities by different means. Now next one, how much temperature we have to keep in transportation means while transferring our commodity over the short distance and longer distance, or as per the variety of our produce, how much temperature can be sustained by that commodities. Let's we see 1 to 4 degrees Celsius. It is sustained by commodities like apple, asparagus, then broccoli, grapes, lettuce, then mushroom, peach and plum, then berry fruit. These kind of commodities it can sustain the less temperature. But some of the commodities which cannot sustain this less temperature. Okay, so between 5 to 9 degrees Celsius temperature we have to maintain for the commodities like avocado, then eggplant, it means brinjal, then cucumbers, then peppers means capsicum, bell pepper, sweet pepper, and potato. These commodities can sustain moderate temperature, that is 5 to 9 degrees Celsius. Then more than 10 degrees Celsius, it means higher temperature can be sustained by the commodities like avocado which is grown in the tropical region. Okay, then pumpkin, tomato, papaya, mango, banana, sweet potato, and the pineapple. So as per the variety of our produce we have to consider their temperature sustainability so that we can maintain their quality and increase the shelf life during transportation by any means. This is all about transportation of fruits and vegetables. Thank you.